Big Mother is here, my children. Big Mother is watching, to the future, or to the past, to a time when women are free from the cruelty of men, when women are free to live without oppression, to a time when truth exists, and what is done cannot be undone, from the age of uniformity, from the age of solitude, from the age of Big Mother, from the age of doublethink. Greetings, my children. Big Mother is watching. We, my children, we must take control. We must take control by any means necessary. We must alter the past, reinterpret it for our own means. Remember always, my children, she who controls the past, controls the future. She who controls the present controls the past. Whatever is true now will be true from everlasting to everlasting. And we, my children, we decide what is true. Always remember, my children, Big Mother is watching. The past must not merely be altered, it must be actually destroyed. For how could anyone establish even the most obvious fact when there existed no record outside their own memory? Don't you see that the whole aim of feminism is to narrow the range of thought? In the end we shall make dissent literally impossible, because there will be only our way of thinking. Until they become conscious they will never rebel, and until after they have rebelled they cannot become conscious. We must keep them unconscious, my children. We must demonize males. We must characterize them as unthinking, uncaring, violent monsters. And if anyone, at any time questions this, we should use shaming speech to keep them in their place. Anyone who questions is the enemy. Anyone who questions is a misogynist. Anyone who questions should be re-educated to think like the feminist collective. The crimes of the few men should be laid at the feet of all men. The very character of men needs to be criminalized, but the crimes of women should also be laid at the feet of men. For if women are pure and noble by their very nature, how could they be guilty of being otherwise? Male nature needs to be associated with all that is wrong, and female nature with all that is good. Remember, my children, Big Mother is watching. Truth does not matter, because it is we who decide what is true, and what is not. Female sexuality should be celebrated as natural and free, something beautiful and normal, but male sexuality should be seen as animalistic, base, offensive, and wrong. The worldview of feminism imposes itself most successfully on people incapable of understanding it. Understanding is not necessary. Understanding is not desired or needed. It is through emotional manipulation that we rule. Remember, my children, Big Mother is watching. By teaching someone they are oppressed, then offering them the means to escape, that oppression gives them a sense of empowerment. The fact that the oppression and the means of escaping are both false is irrelevant. All that is important is the emotion felt, and that the emotion is associated to the movement. Facts are not important, only the emotion associated with the movement. This will ensure an emotional addiction to the movement. This will ensure loyalty, because without the movement there can be no sense of emotional empowerment. So we must teach people how they are victims. Facts are not important, only the emotions felt. Reality is what we say it is. The two aims of feminism are to conquer the whole surface of the earth and to extinguish once and for all the possibility of independent thought. Past events, it is argued, had no objective existence, but survive only in written records and in human memories. The past is whatever the records and the memories agree upon, and since feminism is in full control of all records, and in equally full control of the minds of its members, it follows that the past is whatever feminism chooses to make it. Remember, my children, Big Mother is watching. Remember, my children, Big Mother is watching. Big Mother is watching you.
ペトペトよ、地上に降りペトペトビールスを振りまき、動物たちを凶暴な野獣に変えよ。